Hello friends, in this video we will be discussing about how to do the data analysis on a given database. Currently I am having one database about the IT companies and the people working in different kind of companies, and at the same time what kind of designation they are working and at what location they are working. At the same time their what I can say, what is their total applicants for the given company and all. So for a given job or given position, what are the kind of applications are there. So how to do a data analysis on this part? Let's start and let's do a simple basic data analysis through a simple concept. So first of all I will select the whole database. Like you can just press control and side arrow, control shift and side arrow, and then control shift down arrow. So your total database is selected. Now alt and V and press enter. Now press OK and you will be in the pivot tables. Your pivot table is created. Now I want to know how many people are working in a given company. So first of all I want to know how many companies are there. For example, so if I will just try and directly take this company name into the value. So total number of entries in the given database is about 811. Now first of all I will just take the company name into the rows and I will find I found that there are nearly we can say 10 companies are there in a 10 or 11 companies are there in a given data set. So in this data set of 811 people, there is 11 companies that are listed that are having the database of these 11 companies. So now I want to know how many people are working in each different company. So what I can do, I can just simply drag this company name part and place it into the value. Done. Here the count of company name means it is like the number of entries that are being done into the given data set. So for example, if I see here in the Aquara Solutions Limited, there are 97 people working. Cactus Communications 2 people, Genpact 3, Private Limited 265, Infosys 15, and all in this given data set. Now if I want to know about what is their location, means location wise I want to understand. So what I can do is just remove this. You can do like this also, or you can just remove this part directly and just take the location. Now there are this number of locations that are listed in this given data set. There is like 16 different locations available into the given data set, and I want to know how many people are working from which in which section in which different states. So what I will do, I will just again take the location only part and put it into the value. So here I am getting the count of the people working in different areas in a given data set. Like for example, in the Andhra Pradesh there is 6, for the Delhi there is 48, Gujarat 14, Haryana 31, and all. So that way 811 people are been separated out into this total data set. Now I want to know about how many designations are there in the given data set, means how many people are with the different designations are working into this. So what we can do, we can just remove this part and add the designation into the rows. So see, there are nearly different amount of data points of the total applications. So if we just check, it's like 384 positions available. So basically we will not be finding more than 1 to 3 points maximum for in a given point. So let's check how many people are working on the different designations. So here is the count. That's the count is for the .NET Core developer there are 2, and for the frame developer 1, and everything. Now we want to see that how many applicants was there for a given position. For example, .NET Core developer or .NET Framework developer, .NET Full Stack developer, how many core designations are there? So just what I will do, I will just take the total applicants point and place it into the values. Here it is. Here we are finding that .NET developer there is 36 requirement, .NET Frame developer 32 requirements, .NET Full Stack developer 32 applicants, 36 applicants, For the administrator it was 297 applicants. Now let's check, means till this point I think you are very clear about that how many applicants for given data points. Now what I want to know what is the means maximum applicants for a given means the top 10 positions for which the maximum applications were there. So in that, what you can do, you can just take on to this arrow button. You can just take in arrow button with the alt down also. Sorry, you can just go here and alt down, and then label go into the value filters, and into the value filters just select the top 10. Here I am just selecting top 10, enter. Now it is asking for which I need to take for top 10s. For example, here it is showing show top. Okay, here we can change the value, like in the top also we can check top, bottom. I want a top, and then a show. Here you can take 5 values also, 10 values also, there is no problem in that. Then for what they want to do you want it as a item wise, percentage, or sum? I want it as a item wise. I don't want it as a means I can say also with the sum also, but it's better to have item wise. But now by sum of total applicants. Why I am taking item wise? Because I want only a count. I don't want a sum of that. Okay, how many people, what is the sum and all. I am just taking from the sum of the total application should be my base point, and it should take as a face value only as an item, and top 10 I need to select, then press OK. See here, it has removed all, it has filtered out all the points, and it has shown the top 10 requirements in the companies where the top 10 applications are going on, like top applicants are there. So for example, if you have to do the analysis of the market analysis, where you want to see how many people are there, what kind of a job is a hot job or hot cake job, or how many people are applying for a particular kind of job. So if you see for the project manager role, that is the biggest role, applicants inflow in there, that is almost a double of all kind of jobs which are present in the scenario. Like for example, business analyst 475, 463, 362, 614 applications, and there is 1013 applicants. Also this analysis we have done through a point of view of means number of applicants are there, means this is kind of a competition analysis with your competitor types of thing. But I want to know how many designations how many people actually the company is requiring, how many roles the companies are providing, and what is the top roles the companies are providing. So what I can just do, I can go into the label filters again, alt down, and value filters, again go to the top 10, and here select it by count of designation, simple count of designation. Again you will find this is the number of jobs that are actually looking forward, that is where the companies are looking job. Now when it compares to the applicants, top 10 of applicants, if we just copy this part, and we'll just do one thing, we will just copy this and let's place it here, and we'll do one more thing, we'll just change the applicants here, and what we can do, we will just top 10, and here we will take with sum of total applicants. Now see the difference, that's the difference. Like if you want to pursue something career or some point of view, you can do this analysis and get it done. Like how many people are really required in a given job scenario, what are the major requirements, and how many applicants, kind of a competition you can understand through this. So also we can actually change it into the percentage also, but we will see that into the later videos and all. But here a simple if you check, for example, in top 10 applicants also it was the highest places for the project manager, and here also it is in the highest team lead also. Like in the top 10 applicants team lead was also a major point, and also from the point of designation also it is top 10. Now let's see how we can actually check for a different kind of knowledge base the people are having in this given. So let's just delete this point, and now let's check for how many people are knowing Python, or in this designation itself we can actually just remove these parts also, remove this. Now let's see for all this kind of jobs, if I want to know whether Python is required for them or not, whether the Python required or not. Now you can see here the Python is there, but wait, what we can just do, we can just put it on the column 0 and 1, it will come, and it will just here we will get to know that whenever the Python is required, there is 1 in front of it. Though for netcode developer there is no requirement of the Python language, or the ABAP, or no requirement. But when it comes to AI engineer, work from home condition, or AI ML data analyst, that's a must. Python is must to understand. Or artificial intelligence engineer, work from home, again he is requiring the Python. Now if I just check for there are different kind of exams like MySQL. If we just check for the MySQL, again it is coming out to be like the person who is knowing about the AI ML is not necessarily requiring that language of MySQL, but the person who is looking for a job into a Python programmer, associate Python programmer, he is requiring both MySQL and Python. So that way this kind of analysis, why this kind of analysis is very important, it really helps you to understand whether it's what kind of a knowledge base you have to acquire, or what kind of skills you have to acquire to be a better to get a dream job of yours. So this kind of analysis can be done through this Excel point, through a pivot table. I am using a pivot table and literally not using any Python or anything. That we will be seeing into some another videos about how to use Python for doing this kind of analysis and all, but these videos are totally focused on the pivot table usage, so I'm using that. Now what I can just do, we can just remove all this, and just let's take just I will do one thing, I will just write a company name here, and we'll try to understand what kind of designations are required in this given companies. Sorry, designations, what companies are looking for which kind of a designations. So this kind of things will be there. Now one of the good point which I can actually use in the pivot table analysis is about inserting a slicer. Inserting slicer is the very easiest part. You can just go on to the pivot table analysis, and here just click on to the inserting slicer. Now in the insert slicer it will be asking on what you want to insert the slicer. If I just ask here that I want to add this slicer on the company name, it will just place OK, it will give me the slicer here. Now with a simple slicer I can actually select the companies which I am looking. For example, I just wanted to see about the Infosys, what kind of jobs Infosys are offering. So I just clicked on the Infosys and I got this. Now if I want to see LTI Mindtree, what kind of jobs they are providing. So this is why a simple using slicer can be a very much useful tool while doing a data analysis, while doing a presentation on this point of view. So these are one of the basic use of the slicer I have shown you. We'll be looking out forward for most applications of the slicers, pivot tables in the coming videos. I will just close this down and remove the slicer. Remove company name, and they're just done. So okay, in this video we will stop here itself, and we'll just in the next videos we will be working on how to use the see how to do the pivot table charts, how to use functions, field names, how to change the names of this pivot tables, one of the major factors which is very much important to this, and how to create a dashboard using a pivot table.